Hello and welcome to the Local Lafourche. We're excited to have you join us here today on another episode of the Local Lafourche, where each month we take you up and down our beautiful bayou to show you all of the new and exciting things that are happening here in our own backyard. Well, the summer travel season is definitely underway and people are hitting the open road and are enjoying the summer break. And we know this time of year it gets very, very hot here in South Louisiana, but that doesn't mean we don't have some cool places for you to stay whenever you visit. Last month, the all-new Holiday Inn Express and Suites opened its doors in Thibodaux to welcome in guests to experience their spacious guest rooms, their courtyard, their pool, their meeting space. It's just a beautiful property. We're excited for it to be opened here in Thibodaux. We're joined here by the general manager, Mr. Chris Couvillion, with the Holiday Inn Express in Thibodaux. Thanks so much for being here today.
Thank you for having me. Very excited.
Absolutely. So Thibodaux's newest hotel property, we're very excited to see it open, but I know you have a little bit of a background in hotels as well. So tell us a little bit about you before we jump into the hotel. Sure.
I've been in the hotel industry for over 20 years now, primarily in New Orleans, primarily in sales. Kind of got my feet wet in operations during the COVID time. So decided I was ready to make the move to come a little closer to home. I actually live in Gaines, so Thibodaux is a much easier ride than going to New Orleans every day.
I would imagine so, and we're much happier to have you working here in Lafourche than over in New Orleans. No offense to our friends in New Orleans.
No, very excited to finally be able to sell the parish I live in.
Absolutely.
I haven't been able to do that ever in my career, so this is very exciting.
Well, we're glad that you're able to do it now. So tell us a little bit about, I know we've had the chance to go and look at it. It is a gorgeous property, so tell us a little bit about the Holiday Inn Express.
Sure. Holiday Inn Express and Suites, it's on, it's 122 Emporium Drive in Thibodaux. Beautiful new property. We just opened our doors on the 20th of June. We have about 915 square foot of meeting space on the lobby level.
Great.
We have 85 total rooms, 4 floors in total. We have a fitness center on the lobby level. We have a guest laundry on the lobby level as well. We have a little courtyard right off the back of our breakfast area, which is really nice. And then we have our pool on the opposite side of the hotel. So if you want to go hang out at the pool, you can hang out as a family. If you want to go hang out in the courtyard, but be away from the splash and the noise, you have that ability to do that in the courtyard. And then we have complimentary breakfast. That's every day served at the hotel.
Beautiful. Well, I know that in visiting there, I know that you all just cut your teeth on the Manning Passing Academy, which was just in town.
Yes.
I know that y'all had some great occupancy from that, but really going in there, it is a very open, it's a very bright, inviting space in there. Hard to believe we have it right here in Thibodaux.
No,
we're very excited to have it there. And I know in going through that, I know like you just mentioned the fitness area. I think y'all even expanded upon that. I know like some of the people are thinking like the standard stuff whenever they go to a hotel, but y'all have really expanded that.
Absolutely. Our fitness center and our meeting center are much larger than the norm for the hotel size. We have probably 7 pieces of equipment in our fitness center, along with the free weights and 2 benches for the free weights. And then our meeting space is the size of 2 guest rooms. Normally it's the size of 1 guest room, but we expanded it to the size of 2 to be able to help out with any groups that are coming into the area that need that meeting space. Just anything from groups wanting to meet, have an actual meeting, or just have a separate meal space kind of away from the public area. So, very excited about that layout and the additional space that we have for our guests that come into the hotel.
No, I think it's great. It is. It's just very open. It's very, very nice whenever you're in there and you just feel very at home. And of course, that's the point of a hotel, right?
Yes.
It's your home away from home.
That's exactly right.
So kind of switching gears a little bit, I know that partnerships in our community are extremely important, and I know that y'all are right behind Rouse's there. And whenever we were doing our tour, you mentioned something that I thought was really great, like even the fruit that's on the breakfast buffet that comes from Rouse's.
Comes from Rouse's. That is correct.
You're not just ordering this stuff in from places like Cisco and so forth.
Nope.
You're able to partner with our local restaurants. You're able to partner with our local produce. So tell us a little bit about how y'all are doing.
Sure. Well, it all starts with the ownership. It's the Dufresne family. This is their 3rd business that they've opened up in Lafourche Parish. So it's very important for them to give back to the community and be a part of the community where they have their businesses. So, with that in mind, coming from the top, that's the way I kind of operate too. So I looked at opportunities where I could make a mutual partnership with the community. So Rouse's is one great example. We go over there, we get our fruit. If we need stuff for our express shop or our pantry, I'll go over there as well. I've already gone out and met some of the restaurants once and just got to know them because we only serve breakfast. So there's going to be a lot of opportunity for our guests wanting to know, where can we go for lunch? Where can we go for dinner? So, I wanted to get to know these places, get to know these establishments, let them know that as much as, we want business, of course, it's all about, it is all about that, putting people in our hotel.
Yeah.
But I want our hotel to represent our city and our community. So I want to push that out there. Anything we can do to have our guests go take advantage of the city is what I want.
We love that. That's exactly what we want to see.
Yep.
So if people are interested in maybe coming by and seeing the new property, or if maybe they have family coming in town, they don't want them to stay at home, but they got to stay somewhere. Where can they book a room and where can they find out more?
They can book it online. It's you can go to IHG, www.ihg.com, and then you search Thibodaux. It'll pull up our hotel. We're the only IHG property in Thibodaux. So we'll pull it up that way. You can also call. It's 985-492-6444. That'll take you directly to our front desk. And the front desk agents can assist you, or they can transfer you to our central reservations, which would be happy to assist you as well. So a lot of opportunities, or you walk right in and ask to see the place. And I'm always happy to show anybody around that wants to see the hotel.
Well, fantastic. Well, I encourage anybody who wants to see it to go by and check it out. Chris, thank you so much for being here.
It's my
pleasure.
Look
forward to seeing many, many years of success for the Holiday Inn.
Absolutely. Looking forward to the excitement of being here in the city.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Appreciate
Absolutely.
it.
Thank you.
Yep.
And we'll be right back with more of the local Lafourche.
You gotta try this. And some of those. Ooh, and definitely that. You won't be disappointed, but just know you can only get it here. Up and down Louisiana's Cajun Bayou in Lafourche Parish. Y'all come visit. We're just 35 miles south of New Orleans. Hungry? Let's eat!
Welcome back to the local Lafourche. We'll break out the sparklers and all things red, white, and blue because it's time to let freedom ring. And if you're staying local this 4th of July, we have the perfect place for you and your family to get together and celebrate our nation's independence. The Let Freedom Ring Festival returns this July 4th to Pelche Park in Thibodaux. And we're excited to have a whole day full of fun with a live auction, live music, a bike parade, and of course, plenty of fireworks. Joining me here to tell us all about this year's Freedom Fest is Miss Lydia Boudreaux. Thanks for joining us here today.
Hi, thank you.
Absolutely. So we're excited to see this great event back at Pelche Park. It's a wonderful day full of festivities. So give us a little rundown on what y'all got going on Thursday.
Okay, so this is our 23rd year that we do this festival.
Wow, oh my gosh.
Which most people don't realize. We had a little break for a couple of years for COVID, but we're back and we're bigger than ever. We've brought in food trucks, which is a big change from years past. So
wonderful.
People can come in and get a variety of different food. They can stay the whole day now, and they don't have to leave.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
So you can bring your lawn chairs, bring your blankets, spend the whole day there with the family in the park. And it's a beautiful park, too.
It's a gorgeous park. You've got plenty of shade. You can sit on the grass. The kids have room to play. And we have a petting zoo this year to keep them entertained while you do it.
Excellent. 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 Well, very, very good. And I also hear, so tell us a little bit about this bike parade. So that's a different twist on your regular parade. Tell us a little bit about the bike parade this year.
Yeah, the bike parade is actually hugely popular. We have bike clubs in Thibodaux, bicycle clubs, and people bring in their kids, their whole families. They decorate the bikes. There's streamers, there's lights. It's pretty advanced setup, some of them.
Oh my gosh, that's
we
great.
have music playing out of some of them, and they parade around and we give awards. We have awards for the 12 and under and for the over.
Okay.
And let's see, most patriotic and the most creative.
Oh, great.
And the Thibodaux Bike Club gives out little trophies for them, and they get to parade around, and the little ones really love that. The big ones love it too. They get to parade around under the pavilion, and then we send them off to ride through the park, and they parade up and down the streets in there, and people cheer and just have a really great time.
Excellent. Well, we are very glad to hear that. Now, I know the day starts off with something that's really neat and very, very fitting, obviously, for the day. There's a veterans breakfast that morning. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, absolutely. At 7:30 in the morning, we invite any of the local veterans veterans to come in. First responders are invited, and it's all free. And it's a big breakfast that they cook underneath the pavilion.
Okay.
And they'll deliver food, actually.
Oh, my gosh. I
So if
didn't
we
realize
have
that.
veterans
Yeah.
who are in nursing homes or in hospitals and aren't able to make it in
that's
person,
great.
our people will get together and start carpooling over there and deliver food to them.
Wonderful. That is great. Okay, and then from there, where do we go from there after the Veterans Breakfast? What's next on the
From
list?
there, we take a little siesta
Okay.
and get back together at 3 o'clock,
Okay.
and we do our official opening.
Okay.
And at that point, we have a color guard provided by Tiger Battalion, and that's our Thibodaux High JROTC program.
Okay.
And they'll come out and do the color guard. We have the United Veterans League out of Morgan City.
Okay.
And they'll come in and do a flag raising. And we have some of the veterans, they kind of fight to choose who gets to raise the flag this year. And they raise the flag up on the pole.
Okay.
And the Veterans League also provides us a bugler
Oh,
who
very
plays
nice.
taps.
Very nice.
Very touching.
Yes.
I mean, really, it's hair raising.
No, it really is, and
Yeah.
it's difficult to find, honestly, a bugler that still plays it. Most of them are pre-recorded now, so that's really a great detail there.
Yeah, no, it's a beautiful thing. And then they follow it up with a 21-gun salute,
Oh, wow.
which that many people in a park in absolute silence while you hear that, it's really something.
It's very moving. Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
And then following that, where do we go from there?
From there, we actually kick into the fun stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, at 3:30, that's when all of our vendors are going to open up.
Okay.
And we have the craft vendors, we have the food vendors, we have the petting zoo, we have an aviary show that's free.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
some of the things like our food trucks and our petting zoo do have a small fee attached to
Sure.
them, but there are other free things. I'm going to have a game with the JROTC kids.
Okay.
You know, just a little something to hand out free things to the kids
Very
so they
nice.
can have little glow things for the night.
Okay.
And then the music kicks off at 4.
And who did we have playing?
We have the Whitney Ray Band.
Okay.
And they'll be performing from 4 to 7. And then we'll stop and do our bike parade.
Okay.
And then they'll pick up again after that from 8 to 9 until it's time for fireworks.
To the fireworks. Come on. Well, that is a packed day.
Yeah, we have a cornhole tournament too, which
Oh,
we
that's
just
right. Yeah.
added.
Can't forget that.
I
That's
forgot
what
about
is
that.
new. Yeah.
We added that last year, and it was wildly successful beyond anything we could have imagined. So we've actually moved the location somewhere where we can have more people.
Okay.
And they get to compete for cash prizes and little trophies.
That's nice.
Yeah, and it's a really, really wonderful day.
It really is. And then I know also too that, and we'll kind of segue these two things together here. So there's also a live auction, which of course goes back to benefit a special cause. Tell us a little bit about the auction and who that benefits.
Yeah, the auction, we have a variety of items, you know, some handmade items, some gift baskets from local retailers. And the money from that goes back to the Thibodaux High JROTC program,
Okay.
the Tiger Battalion.
Yep.
And it's a magnificent program. The things that these kids learn in there, it's worth every single penny.
Absolutely.
We're teaching the kids to be citizens. In fact, the kids will all be out there that day. They're volunteering. They're helping out with all the activities and stuff. And they do this free. They're not even in school right now.
Wow. So they're
So
volunteering.
they
their time to be
volunteer.
out there.
We have kids coming in. My daughter's a senior. She'll be there. She's graduated already, but she'll be there helping out too.
Fantastic.
And they spend time with the community.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for sharing all of that. If people want to learn more, where can they go? I know y'all got a great social media account, but tell everybody where they can go to learn more about the event.
Yeah, you can go to www.letfreedomring.fest.com.
Okay, beautiful. Well, Miss Lydia, thank you so much for being here today. We look forward to celebrating our nation's independence with y'all on Thursday.
Thank you.
Thank you. And we'll be right back with our final segment of the local Lafourche.
You gotta try this. And some of those. Ooh, and definitely that. You won't be disappointed, but just know you can only get it here. Up and down Louisiana's Cajun Bayou in Lafourche Parish. Y'all come visit. We're just 35 miles south of New Orleans. Hungry? Let's eat!
Welcome back to today's final segment. You know, over the past few years, Lafourche Parish has welcomed in many new businesses, and really our area has welcomed in many new businesses. But one recently achieved a pretty substantial milestone. After 1 year in business, Walk-Ons in Thibodaux is still continuing to serve up incredible meals to guests and visitors while also giving back to the community that they serve. We're joined here today by Mr. Vaughn Richard, General Manager for Walk-Ons in Thibodaux, to tell us about your restaurant. And I hear that y'all are working on some pretty great plans to celebrate this really great milestone.
Yes, sir.
So thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me.
No,
as you said, yeah, we're coming up on 1 year, August the 14th. I'm planning some pretty awesome things for the community.
Yeah.
We just really want to celebrate with everybody that wrapped their arms around us. You know, Thibodaux's been so great to us. So I have a lot of things that we're planning, a lot of surprises. We're trying to recreate that moment from last year.
Awesome.
So hopefully everything goes as planned and we can get everybody out to help us celebrate 1 year.
That's what we hope so too. We cannot believe it has already been a year since y'all have opened. I mean,
know,
that's
man.
insane.
It went by so fast.
It does.
It really did. I'm just so thankful that we have majority of all of our staff still. You know, I have so many regulars that still come in 3 to 4 times a week. They know me by name. They let me know if something's right. They let me know if something's different. You know what I mean?
Of course.
And you know, just that relationship and that rapport with the community. I'm just so thankful to, like I said, still have a year later.
Love it. And so tell us a little bit about you as well. So I know that you obviously have been with Walk-Ons now for the year that they've been open. So
yes.
Tell us a little bit about your background and your experience at Walk-Ons.
Absolutely. I was working with a different restaurant. This Walk-On started calling me about 2020, right during the pandemic. I was a little nervous to do a transition, you know, with everything that was going on.
That was a very tough time.
Right. And, you know, the time was just right. They offered me the position again, and this time they offered me my own building to open, you know, so it wasn't just coming in as a general manager. I'm coming in as a general manager to open a location. And I had a lot of ideas and they really loved those ideas and we were able to partner and we just have a great rapport with each other. And the restaurant's success is evident of that. So
that's right. No, it is. It's been very successful. I know it's a local favorite for residents, but for visitors coming in as well. We send them there all the time from the visitor center. I know a lot of businesses locally refer. So, I mean, tell us a little bit about y'all's menu. I mean, what's some of your favorite menu items that y'all serve up there all the time?
My favorite menu item is the fried catfish jambalaya. It has everything you love about Louisiana, right? Fried catfish, shrimp, etouffee over a bed of rice. You can't go wrong.
No.
That is one of my favorite items. And then also I love the LA platter is what we call it. It's a mix of fried catfish, shrimp, cup of etouffee, fries, hush puppies, cocktail and tartar sauce. You can't go wrong.
Oh my gosh, man, that sounds good. I already had lunch, but now I'm hungry again. No, it is. It's great, and y'all really do a great job. We often say that for visitors to really experience our area, they have to experience it through our food and through the people, because the people and the food here, I mean, really make a difference. And going into restaurants such as Walk-Ons, such as those are on our food trail and others that are here in the parish and really in the tri-parish area, you know, having those authentic Louisiana experiences, that authentic, fresh Luisiana seafood makes all the difference in the world. And that's what visitors remember.
Exactly. I mean, we had a big manning camp at Nichols this past week. That brought a lot of guests that wouldn't regularly be in the area. You know, we had people from Nebraska, South Dakota, everywhere. And the main thing when I was doing my table visits, they were like, "This food is so fresh, this is so delicious." We had one family that came 3 nights in a row.
Oh wow.
And they tried something different every night. And it was like, man, this entire menu is just amazing. The community has been so welcoming. Your staff is amazing. Management is amazing. So it was great to hear that from people that normally wouldn't be in our community.
That's right.
You know, they said they would be willing to come back if, you know, time allows next year. So.
Absolutely. That's what we always want them to do is we work with the Mannings quite a bit on the reception, the welcome reception that we host on the Thursday, right? And we saw all of those peoples coming through and that was their biggest things of where do I need to go eat? Where do I need to go eat? Where do I need to go eat? And that's what they're looking for. That's part of those memories that they will take back and remember about this area, and hopefully come back and visit us again in the future, or come back again next year.
Right.
I mean, it's great business, and we're happy to see it. So I know that also, kind of switching gears a little bit from the food, that Walk-Ons is a major community partner. I know y'all are. You see people out in the community engaged. You see your logo on sponsorships, and so tell us a little bit about how Walk-Ons is engaging and really giving back to the local community that they serve.
Absolutely. Well, it all started with Casa of Lafourche. They represent, they kind of speak up for children that are in the court system that may have been neglected by parents or abused by parents. So to me, that was very important to start there. We opened with them as our first sponsor on August 14th of last year, donated a $5,000 check to them.
Wow.
We have a 3-year sponsorship deal with Nichols because I felt it was very important to get to the local school.
That's right.
I work with Thomas. He's the GM of athletics there, and we always are partnering. So that's why you see our logo everywhere with them as well. I also have a Bayou Children's Museum sponsorship that I just did with Rebecca.
Great.
Donated heavily to her event that's coming up. So, I mean, I meet so many different people, and, you know, I just always want to help and always want to get back, and Walk-Ons allows me to have that opportunity.
And that's amazing. That's you know, that really just speaks so highly of the business community that we have here locally and their passion for the community that they're in, the community that they're servicing, wanting to build more of that, wanting to see these other elements of quality of life coming up for residents and people that are visiting our area.
Absolutely.
It's fantastic. Well, Vaughn, if people want to visit the restaurant, want to learn more, tell us where they can do that.
Well, you can follow us on our Facebook page. It's very simple. Walk-On Sports Bistro, Thibodaux. Make sure you include the Thibodaux in it.
Perfect.
You'll find the exact page. I run it. I'm the admin. So if you post anything, if you send me a message, if you're looking for anything, Walk-On's Thibodaux specific, I got it.
You got it. Vaughn, thank you so much. We look forward to many, many more years for Walk-Ons.
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. And that's a wrap for today's show. But before we go, from all of us at Louisiana's Cajun Bayou Tourism, we would like to wish you and your families a very safe and happy 4th of July. We look forward to seeing you back here again next month for a brand new episode of The Local Lafourche.